Does that mean it'll work now? Yeah, okay, there we go. Voice mod. Why was voice mod off? What the fuck? Oh, well. Anyway, welcome everyone to another Umineko stream. It's time to suffer. I think that's the normal state for these streams, so let's go. Also, I've been suffering in real life. My grandfather has been fucking blocking the driveway every day for the last week and a half because he's waiting for his fake fucking scam girlfriend to show up. I'm so fucking pissed, I can't help but want to punch him. He's literally been blocking the driveway when I get home from work for like a week and a half, and it's because he's waiting. He's like waiting for his girlfriend to show up, guys. You know, his girlfriend said she's gonna show up. It's been a week and a half, and she's fucked off every single time this week. You know, for like a week and a half. But oh, she'll be here eventually. You know, I'm fucking want to blow up. Anyway, let's go to a happier place than reality right now. I really hope... I really hope we can make it to the island before, like today. That'd be nice. I wonder if everyone will forgive me this way. You've done enough. We are furniture. Just being summoned? Just being allowed to be by your side makes us happy. Uryu! Angie! Thank you very much! Come to think of it, why must I have to summon Sakutaro? Oh, good, you're asking the same question I was. No, it's the other way around. I wasn't One-chan able to summon Sakutaro. It's a decent question. In some ways, it might be because... Honestly, it might be because Maria believes in magic more than you, Angie. Like, think about it like this. If there's a rule with magic where it's like, well, you can only summon you can only create Sakutaro on a new moon that happens twice in 1 month. You'd be like, well, fuck. Well, maybe I can be an exception to that, goes the person who doesn't quite believe in magic as much. Maria would go, oh fuck, that's never happening. I can't get Sakutaro back. I'm doomed, you know? Maybe? I don't know. Not exactly, at least. Magic isn't an exact science. Unsurprisingly. Maria One-chan in despair, thinking that Sakutaro had died. It showed me that she hadn't summoned him like this anymore. In the past, One-chan said it was more advantageous in a summoning to have a vessel. However, a vessel is like training wheels, and it shouldn't be absolutely necessary. In other words, even if the stuffed animal that was Sakutaro's vessel didn't exist, it should have been possible to summon him. In fact, for that matter, a little doubtful whether summoned beings even have the concept of life and death. Well, I mean, yeah. If a summoned being no longer is summoned ever again, then effectively they're dead. Right? I would say so, at least. Moreover, Sakutaro was an especially important friend to Maria One-chan. She had been able to strive hard to summon him one more time. It was sad that the original stuffed animal vessel had been torn apart. But why was he dead, and why couldn't she summon him again? Possibly, very much possible, it's because if she kind of like... I don't want to think about what Rosa would have done if Maria still kept pretending Sakutaro was around or voicing him when, like, after that happened. I'd rather not think about that. I'd rather not think about that at all. You're thinking that everything Umineko is about trauma. Yeah, that fits too. That's because at that time, Maria saw my stuffed animal get torn apart. And she decided that I had died. It's the same as the existence of magic. If in Lady Maria's world, it becomes a fact that Sakutaro died,
彼女の世界では
And Sakura cannot exist in this world. In her world, rather.
Uryu.
Shock of having her beloved stuffed animal torn apart. Left a wound in her heart serious enough to prevent her from ever again summoning her irreplaceable close friend. In Maria One-chan's eyes, Sakura had died. So even if Sakura could exist like this to me, he could not exist before her. Yeah, it's just trauma. I say that like it's still not horrible or anything that should never finding a penny on the ground. It's like, oh, it's trauma. But like, in the Ushiromiya family, that is what trauma is like. It's like finding pennies on the ground, except everyone's tails.
I
was always together with Maria. As she cried, I was there the whole time beside her. Telling her not to cry. My form? My voice? Nothing would reach her. Sakura hung his head, looking sad. After that accident, the nature of Mirage Sorcery has rapidly began to change. Before then, the alliance was a peaceful thing. And after the incident grew full of shader things, so it's now to curse people you hate. Oh, so that must... Huh. So wait, that means like... Okay, so it was a time when Angie met... what's the timeline on that? Angie meets... So like, when Maria is either 7 or 8 years old, probably. She gets more trauma from Rosa, and Sorcerer Alliance comes about hate. So essentially, the Sorcerer Alliance became a way of going. Oh, it didn't really change, did it? No. It didn't change from a way of coping with the horrible world you live in. It just, instead of coping with it by saying, oh, we can make things better, it was coping it by saying, let's make their lives worse. You know, without trauma, it cannot be seen. God, love and trauma. Love and trauma. One-chan's diary began to show clear change. One-chan's diary began to show clear change. A diary is a mirror that reflects one's heart. Probably showed that personality called Maria die. And be reborn as evil witch personality Maria. Oh, fuck, right. Angry coping. Yeah, essentially, Victor. We went from happy coping to angry coping. Kind of like if Maria would have been looking for 4-leaf clover before, now she would be trying to have her mom break a mirror. Essentially. I didn't mention this before, but, how can you read Maria in Japanese? Like, I was thinking about this before about the letter, and like, okay, it's a suicide letter. Fine. It's Beatrice's suicide letter. Fine. Why would she put the name Maria? Depends on how it's written. If it's just Maria Ushiromiya, and that could, like, funnily enough, it could just be fucking... So my two guesses are, it's a Japanese thing where there might be an alternative reading to it that everyone just misread. Or it's a case of, like, yeah, Beto's real name is Maria. Like, that might sound a bit too simple, but I don't know. Something about that doesn't actually seem impossible. Not sure we can figure out why, BB. Yeah. I want to try, of course. It just... The meta reason is so that we think I don't know. The kanji don't really mean anything when put together. Yeah, I was trying to look into the individual kanji and it wasn't really coming up with any real meanings. Part of the reason I was thinking about that was because of that conversation about the epitaph in episode 3. About like, oh, the only village you'll find in this family is in Maria's name. Like, huh. Interesting. It is questionable, because I will say this. I don't know why the fuck Rosa would name her child Maria. Like, Like, I don't know. Something, like, is it tradition to make your your kid's name fucking weird? I don't know. Did Rudolph decide that Balor's name would be Balor? Or was that like a decision made by fucking Kinzo? I don't know. I know that's a weird thing to think about, but it's like, if Kinzo's the one deciding on everyone's names, then it's a case of, huh. Well then, I guess it's possible he might have named a kid Maria twice. There's a bit of a No, because Kinzo apparently didn't want Maria to have that name. Okay, thanks for the clarification there. That's why talking with you guys is helpful. And she filled the diary with hatred and sadness. Her heart surely was not fulfilled. Because she wasn't filled, she had no choice but to fill it with hatred and sadness. And while still unfulfilled, she met with death. I wonder if her unfulfilled soul had as a hole open in its chest from sadness even now. It was right after they talked about her name having village in it. Oh, I just fucking missed that entirely. Holy shit. Wait, why the fuck? Oh, sorry, I missed a line. I wonder if her sadness even now continually wanders, tears dripping down, calling Sakataro's name. You are needed by One-chan.
Uryu.
What can I do to revive you in Marie One-chan's world? I can learn how to do that. I'll be able to save One-chan. It could be as simple as Rosa just liking the name. It could be, but I guess that's another thing is why if Carrie's correct about what they're recalling and Kinzo didn't want Maria to be named that, why the fuck doesn't Kinzo want that name? Like, I don't know, that feels kind of like a huh moment. Like, wow, Kinzo had an opinion against that name? Why? For what reason? That is the method of atonement I'm tasked with. That's the method of atonement I'm tasked with. What can I be done to revive you? They are, and no clue Kinzo's enigma you prefer not solving. What do you mean? You don't want to figure out that he's an abusive piece of shit because he couldn't get over his first love? I mean, that's probably the case, honestly. Does it? Like, honestly, it probably comes back to Kinzo can't get over his first love. Probably. My vessel had a very important meaning to Maria. The vessel. So, if we could revive the lion stuffed animal. But Mama Rosa made my stuffed animal herself, so only Mama Rosa can make it. Even inside the diary, Marie One-chan had asked this of Beatrice and been refused for the same reason. So, huh. Yeah, I guess it has to have happened when Maria was 7 or 8 years old, huh? Because if she asked Beatrice directly and wasn't just talking to Beatrice in her mind, then that means she went to Beatrice like, oh fuck, that must have been so awkward for Beatrice. Imagine your friend, this little kid you made friends with, comes up to you and tells you about this horrible thing that happened. So like, can you revive my doll? And you're just like, well, fuck. No, I can't, because... Magical significance of stuffing out being unique and handmade is very large. Then if we can make the same thing once more, Aunt Rosa is gone from this world. See your friend once a year, she shows up with more trauma every time. I wonder if they both show up with more trauma every time. What if Beatrice meant, not that she can resurrect him, but that she can't make another stuffed animal like him, Maria just interpreted that way in her head. It's not unreasonable to think that, Carrie. Like, either Beatrice made up a magic reason, or she effectively said, I can't make Sakataro again. He's gone. I'm sorry. And was like, oh, fuck. Would any of the servants not know how to do... well, actually, never mind that. Like, I was going to say, if the servants don't know how to do sewing, do any of them? But, like, sewing and making a stuffed animal are not the same. Very much not the same. You can never make that same thing again.
同じぬいぐるみをもう一つ作ってあったとか。
Was there another identical stuffed animal made, or anything like that? Or anything like that?
彼はマリア
He's a stuffed animal made for Lady Maria's birthday present. Is the only one in the
世界
world.
でたった一つのぬいぐるみ。
No, plus she may not know what the stuffed lion looked like. I don't believe that part, Carrie. Like, if she had it for at least a year and went to the conference with it, I fucking totally think... if she had it during the time of the conference, she would have taken with her. But we don't have any real proof of that, I think, so... No, wait, no, yeah, actually, hold on, no, we do have proof. She compliments Sakataro, so Ark's right. We do have proof that, like, yeah, she saw the thing. She saw it. Okay. Huh. So wait, hold on a second. So that means... Yeah, okay. So that means at the very least, because we actually have a timeline now for this. We have to assume that at the very least, in the when Maria was 7, she brought Sakataro with her to see Beatrice. When she was 8, she told Beatrice about Sakataro being destroyed. When she was 9, the events on the island happened. But it is implied... Huh. It's implied that they met before Sakataro, though, so... Possibly even when Maria was 6, they met. That's interesting. So, confirmed that Maria had to meet Beatrice when she was 7 and 8 at least. And it's not impossible for her to have met them when she was 6. I'm just trying to think about that. So, that's... How many years back is that? 1986, 5, 4, 3... So that's... Possibly 82? You want to stab the knife in even further? Stuffed animal was proof that to Maria that Rosa loved her. Oh yeah, no, it was. The scarf is totally part of that. It fucking sucks. Huh. Let me write that down, by the way. Maria 7, show Sakataro. Maria 8, cry about Sakataro. Maria 9, die. What a depressing little thing.
手作りでたった一つ
A
の
handmade and unique vessel.
だから大きな魔力を秘めているんです。
That's why it conceals a great magical power.
そして
And, if
失わ
lost,
れたら
it will never be
もう二度
obtained
と手に
again.
入らない。蘇らない。
It will not revive.
ウリュウ。
Ryu. Riona-chan knew that. When she saw that stuffed animal unique in the world be torn apart, she despaired. This was a stuffed animal unique in the world. Referring to her no compromises such as simply buying another. She despaired from the bottom of her heart.
でもサク太郎はここ
But
にいるわ。
Sakataro is right here.
よりしろなんかな
Without
く
a
ても
vessel, he's here.
ここにいる。 私がそれを認め
accept
ている
that,
から、
and so he can firmly exist in my
私の世
world.
界では確かに存在する。マリアお姉ちゃんが認め
Even
なく
Marie
ても、
One-chan doesn't accept him.
それは否定
That
で
fact
きない。
cannot be denied.
そうよね。
Right?
理屈ではそうですが、
Logically, that's true.
同じ理屈で
But I think using the same law to make Lady Maria accept him could be difficult, because she's fucking dead. You had a Mickey Mouse doll when you were her age, so you still miss it, though yours wasn't turned apart, you just lost it. And I think everyone has something from their childhood which eventually got lost or broken, and they got really sad about it. It's just a thing that everyone ends up going through.
マリア、
Maria!
僕は死んで
I'm
な
not
いよ。
dead! Even if you fucking are!
ここにいるのに。
I'm right here!
ウリュウ。
Who you?
きっと、六軒島で、
I'm sure that in
マ
Rokujima,
リアお姉ちゃ
I'll
ん
be
と
reunited with
私
Marie
は再会で
One-chan.
きると思うの。そして私は、何が何で
And
も
no matter what,
お姉ちゃんの中
I'm
の
gonna
あ
arrive
な
you
たを
inside
蘇らせ
One-chan
て
and let you be reunited.
再会させるわ。できるの？
You can do that?
難しいでしょうね。
It'll probably be hard.
魔女同盟に
Just
誘
like
わ
how
れ
after
た
being
私
invited to the
は
Witches Alliance, I
意
rejected
味
it
を
without
理解
understanding
で
what
き
it
ず
meant.
拒絶してしまったのと同じように、彼女もまた
I also reject your
あなたの
existence.
存在を拒絶するかもしれない。でもやるしかないわ。
But I've gotta do it.
それが
It's
私
the
の
only way
で
I
き
can
る
atone for my sins.
唯一の罪滅ぼしなのよ。園児様、
Angie-sama!
六軒島で
What is
Nani
waiting on
Gamatsu.
Rokujima? I want to know too. On Rokujima lies all the answers to so many questions. So many pieces of the puzzle are on that fucking island. And if we arrive there, so much will be learned. Even if the house isn't there, that's fucking so much information. Like, the absence of information is huge too. Like that, like, fuck. I hate that we're in the cat situation right now.
そして
And
何
what will
が起こる
happen?
のか、
What will I be able to
何ができ
achieve?
るのか、あるいは何も起こらない
Although
のか
maybe
もし
nothing
れ
will
ない
happen at all.
すべての始まりである
which was the beginning of
あの島こそ
everything, will be the final destination of this
こ
journey.
の旅の終着点なのよ。私はあな
As
た
your
た
master,
ち
I
を
must bring all of you witches' furniture with
魔女
me.
の家具であるあなたたちの主として魔女の島へ、六軒島へ帰らなければならない。
Oh, it looks like BB has a locked room mystery to solve now. Shut the fuck up, Beatrice! I believe I will talk as much as I want. Even though the rays of sun were shining upon us, the spray in my cheek might not all be coming from the crashing waves.
エンジェさん、
Angie-sama,
軽く一雨
looks like
来
a
そう
light
です
shower's
ぜ。
coming.
下へ降りた方がいいんじゃ
Should
な
it
い
be
です
going
か。
down? Amakusa caught out to me with an expression of surprise that I was still there. When I looked up, saw the island silhouette had gotten much larger. We might reach land very soon. Remember that weather report I mentioned scattered rains? The sky wasn't dark enough for rain clouds. Probably be just for a short time. Even if the rain was light enough not to be bothered. Having rain start to fall as we approached the island felt like some kind of fate. Yeah, I'd be fucking scared at that point, frankly. It's probably raining on October 4th, 1986 as well. Yes. Yes, it was fucking raining. There was a storm. I was approaching Rokujima that day, not just in distance. I went back down with Amakusa. This is the same fucking ship that the guy... Oh, goddamn. I wasn't entirely sure until this point, but that's worrying. This is the oh, wow, you happen to meet a friendly boatman. Wow, that's amazing, Angie. Wow, hey, do you know that boatman is probably the same motherfucker who found the scene of the crime first? This is the same boat. I don't know if they might just be reusing an image. I won't lie, but oh, I'm worried. I've been worried about that man for a fucking while. I hope it's a reused art asset. Otherwise, that everyone here, these two might be in danger right now. And Makuza was carrying what looked like a quite large and heavy golf bag. Something Yamakuza had brought back from God knows where after we split up for the day. I wasn't going to inquire as to its contents, but I'd imagine that they're anything peaceful.
中身はあえて聞かないけど
I'm deliberately not going to ask what's inside, but it looks heavy.
どうしてこいつらは重くてかなわないのか。
What does the boatman gonna do to a Yakuza merc like Yamakuza? I don't know, fucking push him overboard. Maybe he can't swim. You never know. Why is it that these are so heavy? Friends taught me something interesting about that once. He said they should be heavy. After all, human life is heavier than the earth.
こいつらはもっと重くて叱るべきなんだとか。
These should be even heavier.
使う機会がないといいわ
Be
ね
nice if you didn't have a chance to use them.
ないといいですな。
That would be nice. Yamakuza set the golf bag-like luggage down heavily beside him. On to the next part. Are there souls way down by gravity too? We're not going into this shit. The Jeep aircraft touched down on the runway. We're not doing JoJo, guys, okay? No JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Let's not do a fucking Yakuza, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, XCOM, and fucking, I don't know, Dresden Files crossover, okay? Let's keep our sanity at least a little. That's not JoJo? Sorry, you mentioned souls and gravity. I assume that was JoJo. Oh, fuck, it's Gundam. My point still stands. I might be stupid, but my point still stands. Everything after this flight has been suspended due to the weather. Going through the Jojo as you traverse the runway, Sumadera Kazumi entered the lobby with 2 black suits as guards. The 4 black suits who had been waiting inside the lobby stood up and respectfully lowered their heads. Kasumi-sama, we're here. Please don't kill us.
プロペラ機ってのは揺れるわね。
Propeller planes do shake awfully, don't they?
二度と乗りた
Never
く
want
な
to
い
find
わ。
one again.
お車を用意しております。
We have a car prepared.
どうぞこちらへ。
Please, out this way. They went into 2 luxury cars that had been rented.
エンジェは六軒島へ向かうはずよ。
Yancy should be heading for Rokujima,
無人
a
島
deserted
と
island. How
実に都合がいいわね。
convenient.
お道具は
You prepared the
用意
tools, I
でき
hope.
てるんでしょうね。
Yes, ma'am. Black suit in the passenger seat lifted a heavy bag that had been by his feet onto his lap. I've brought a space colony from the future, battler. Now, you have just 20 minutes before it impacts on the island to accept my message and escape to the Golden Land. You're wrong, Beatrice. I know enough about physics to say that the fucking island would have been destroyed long before by the gravitational forces in play as parts of the fucking thing fell onto us from above as it entered atmosphere. Battler, how do you know that, but not any of my mystery theories? Fuck you, that's how. Also, I watched Gundam, so you know that can help. Open the zipper wide and show Kasumi the contents. Kasumi. Inside are several blocky objects wrapped tightly in silver aluminum. He peeled one open to show her. Out peeked a black blunt automatic pistol. Oh, 1986, right. Tinfoil fucked you over, okay. Umineko, it's gonna be a Yakuza game now. Or more so of one. Wait, hold on. Yakuza games don't involve guns unless you're evil. No, wait, no. I guess that still works here. Yeah, no, that still works. And we're now back on the island. And this chapter is named Ushiro Neo Kinzo. That can't be good. It's already approaching 10 at night. At Haifun Haringo Rokujima. Even the rose garden that had looked so beautiful during the day is now being beaten down by the fierce winds and resisting with all of its might, undulating and trying to keep the flowers from blowing away. heading for the guest house through that rose garden, led by Shannon, were Balor, who was holding up an umbrella, Jessica, and Maria, who was sleeping on George's shoulder. By the way, guys, a question for you. Should I lower the, should I lower the voice volume slightly? I think I was thinking about doing that. I'll do it right now, but... If a space colony found Rogue Gema, there wouldn't be an island left. You saw what happened to Australia. You're right, we'd have a giant blue hole in the ground that leads to another world. Oh, fuck, is that how the Golden Land opens? Let's just do the guest house. We can make it there on our own. Chan, it's okay, and go back. It's okay, go back and rest. Oh no, accompanying you is also my duty. A family count is going on inside, and my mom and Genji-san are on the edge. That's the thing. What you consider to her, they'll get the wrong idea and think she's slacking off. That's right. Disgracefully accepting your offer would actually cause her less trouble. Thanks, Shannon. Shut the fuck up, George. Not at all. Suddenly, as my lady says, it's very tense inside the mansion today. My thought to you has allowed me to breathe a breath of fresh air. Thanks for the stress off of me. Family conference, huh? They're all in trouble chasing the kids out, so they're probably having a pretty damn nasty discussion. Probably. I'm sure there's nothing we can do about to help out. Let's make sure to stay out of their way is the best way for us to get used to them, I think. Why are they in the Golden Rain? Don't worry, they have umbrellas, it's fine. You can bet your ass that they're just going on about money, money, money again. They like they're so rich most of the time, but when it comes down to handing out cash, they start hemming and hawing. They clearly do not. The narration said they have umbrellas. Carry, therefore they have umbrellas. Look, Super Robot Wars is probably hard to review as there's a massive hole in Australia there. Congratulations! Super Robot Wars has corrupted your thoughts like it has mine. Why can't I just be generous and split it evenly between everyone? It wasn't red text, so it's not. We can't go that far about it. Don't make that about when it's a fuck. Don't say that for umbrellas, Gary. What? That'd be awesome. It'd be great if we got the share too. Because if I got some, I'd split with Shin-Chan right away. Thank you so very much. It's alright, I appreciate the offer. I gotta admit, okay, I'm gonna shit on George again, no surprise. But wow, Balor's the one who says that first before George. Fuck you, George. Not very materialistic at all, are you, Shannon? Normally, girls your age have plenty of pretty things they want to buy. Yeah. But none of the things I want can be bought with money. You can't buy someone's love with money. Oh! So ungreedy! Line up all the things I wanted, all the gold in the world wouldn't be enough. Nothing you can buy, she said. They're looking at the pool of water on your desk. It's deeper than George. I wonder these things that can't be bought that Shan wants are. Any idea, Georgie-san?
さあ、なんだろうね。
Well, I wonder.
シャノンじゃないと
I guess only
わからないね
Shannon would know. I don't know
わ
either.
かりません。
George and Shannon looked down with their faces red. This is not cute. Oh, the officer of the dealer, so he knew what Jessica was teasing them about.
ジョージの兄貴は
You're looking at Rush is looking at the paper cut he got earlier and steeper than George. Oh, fuck. It's funny, George. It's not like George isn't necessarily interesting. It's that in this cast of very colorful characters and people with a lot of moral shit, George is both boring and a shit person, which is an incredibly painful combination. George's Anarchy is someone I can respect. Father, you have not seen him in 6 years. Please never talk about that again.
シャノンちゃんは本当にいい
I
人
think you've met a really great person, Shannon Chan.
だな。
Yeah?
私も。
I can see Xenon Shan is in good
シャ
hands.
ノンを任せられるぜ。
からかうのはよしてくれよ
Stop teasing us.
僕たちにとっては
It's a serious
真
issue
面
for
目な
us.
問題なんだ
George is the perfect combination of incredibly boring and capable of inciting great hatred. Yeah, it's incredible. He's not psychotic like his mom or abusive of people like Rosa, but he is the one who was like, guys, we gotta leave the mom to beat up her kid, and the one who was like, I'm gonna marry the help. And also the one who went, oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck, I love that girl. George, you're 13, she's 6. I love that girl, I'm gonna marry her one day. More importantly, what about you, Jessica-chan?
カノン君と
Have you been getting a little closer to Cannon-kun? What?
お前
So you and Cannon-kun are like
そういう
that?
仲なのかよ
How did I see this coming? Am I blind? Okay, I think I'm blind. That's dirty, George. And he's on twisting the conversation like that. It's fuck you. Umineko predicting the Jacob imprinting. As they had a discussion with ups and downs, the four kids headed for the guest house. The annual family conference was extremely important to the Ushiromia family. And this year in particular seemed like it was only especially so. That was my canon of actually how many times have you seen canon this episode? Because that would be it. One? Why? I think twice. I think he's met canon twice, I want to say. Once when on the very first introduction, then when Maria went missing. I think that's always when he sees them at least before the storm starts. Apparently, the family head Kinzo is supposedly going to be making a very serious announcement. Everyone other than the Dotes have been strictly ordered to leave the mansion. Tyler hadn't attended the family conference in 6 years, so I hadn't really been noticed. According to Jessica, there seems to be a very tense atmosphere tonight. Completely different from a normal year. Common sense made it clear that Kinzo, whose reigning life was short, was going to make some big announcement of the succession of the head and distribution of his fortune.
しかし驚いたな
Well, I'm surprised.
まさか
I think that grandfather's actually going to make an appearance this episode? What the fuck are you up to, Beto? Honestly, that's what my thought would be as Battler if I was in a situation just like, huh, the game started and this, for once, grandfather's gonna get appearance. Kinzo, what bullshit? Beto, what bullshit are you up to this time?
なるほど。
I see.
これが魔女の
So this is
反撃
Witch's
というわけね
counterattack. I want to leave the Joker Cook Kinzo face down a little longer, but it's probably about time to turn it over.
そろそろ切るのが頃合いであろう。切り札
Trump cards exist to be used.
くそ
Damn it.
じい様は最初から死んでて
So my theory that grandfather's dead since the beginning and a mysterious 18 person stuck in this
俺
place.
の推理はここに来て
Now suddenly torn apart?
ってわけか
I mean, it was a really weak theory to begin with, Battler, if I'm gonna be frank, but fine.
いつかはそなたが金蔵を
I've ever seen that you begin to doubt Kinzo eventually.
さあさあこれでそなたの推理
Come
は再び
on.
ゼロに戻った
Your reasoning is back to square one once again, you know.
金蔵は最初から
With this, your theory that Kinzo was dead at the very beginning and I was hiding as an 18 person goes
紛れ
poof!
込んでいたという推理はこれでパーだ
God damn it.
だがくじけねえ
But no way I would lose heart. Also, you haven't shown him yet. What the fuck is this preemptive victory speech?
一つの推理が外れただけだ
That's only one theory gone.
嵐のように
Attacked you like a storm, like a
暴風の
tornado.
ように襲いかかってやる
I would have it no other way.
そうでなくてはなまだまだ第一の晩祭始まってい
Even
ない
the first twilight has not yet begun.
屈服にはあまり
It is far too early to give up. By the way, theoretically, the first twilight could happen. I mean, let's put this into the pool. The twilights can happen at any time, seemingly. They just have to be in order. Like, fuck it. Everyone gathers in one room. Everyone starts dying immediately. That in theory, like, fuck. Yeah, no. If you have all the sacrifices in one room, Beto could theoretically kill them all right then and there in the first minute, and just like, yep, there we go, done. Okay, now it's time to solve the mystery, Battler.
そうね。
That's right.
そして
It's not like it was
後で
denied with the
真
red
実で
truth.
否定されたわけでもない。今この瞬間
At this
の
point in
時
time,
点で
Battler's theory hasn't been
まだバ
defeated.
トラの説は破られたわけではない。勝ったつもりになるのも早す
It's
ぎ
too
る。
early to say you've won.
そうだな
Yeah, you're right.
確かに
It is still early for me to simply swallow her story.
じい様がいよいよ
Grandfather's supposed to finally be
という
appearing.
ことにはなってるが
The first twilight always seems to start at the midnight of the beginning of the second day. It does seem to always start at the time rush, but I do question if the first sacrifice, or sorry, the second two sacrifices could begin like a minute after that. You know, like can the second sacrifices happen before like anyone's even awake? I don't know.
やっぱり体調が悪くなった云々言って現れない可能性だってある
But there's also a small chance there'll be a lot of talk about how his health has gotten worse and he won't appear at all.
じい様は本当は死んでいるという事実
Uncle Krause might simply be trying desperately.
クラウスおじさんがギリギ
By
リ
the
ま
fact
で
that grandfather really is dead until the last
飛ばしているだけか
second.
もしれない
なるほど
I see, I see. You could also think of it that
そうい
way.
う考え方もあるか好きにするがよい
Do as you please.
すぐに決
It
着
will be resolved soon enough.
すぐにな
Very soon. Today's episode is the Kinzo chapter and Krause chapter. It is time to cry. All the roads of Zanjo could be seen in the dining hall. Nanjo sat alone. Why is she not proving it? I think in this case it might literally be just to fucking insult Battler and lead him on for as long as possible. Nanjo sat quietly, watching the wind and rain outside. Krause was sitting in the seat of his own ring, with Nachi standing motionlessly at his side. All the other siblings and partners were gathered opposite end of the long table, whispering to each other.
そりゃ本当か
Is that true?
え
Yes.
えマリアは
Maria said
傘を
the
くれ
person
た
who gave her the
人物
umbrella
お父様だというの
was father. Oh. No. 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 Wrong. Incorrect as fucking possible. Thanks to the real world, we know that's absolutely fucking nonsensical and is not what happened. Yeah, that's Beto's bullshit. I feel fine saying that.
なんちゅうことや。
Son of a gun!
ということはつ
Well,
ま
that
り
means the foundation of our strategy
わ
is
しらの
collapsed.
作戦は根底
How
か
do
ら
I mean?
崩れたっ
How
ちゅ
do I
うわ
mean?
けか。
Well, Maria met Beto. Maria met Beto. I want you to remind that. Enzo fucking hates Maria. There's no way he would fucking play along with her and her dolls and all of her other shit. Like, no. No, Kenzo would not pretend to be Beatrice like that. Like, fuck off. Sincerely?
作戦も何も
Not just her strategy.
お父様が健在
His
で
father's healthy and he said that he will make an announcement himself for trivial bargaining with Nissan.
も
It's
う
completely
兄さんのくだ
pointless.
らない駆け引きは一切不要だわ
Was completely pointless.
だな。
Yep,
クソ親父め。
that old bastard.
もったいぶらずに。
Look at him just showing himself right away instead of dragging out.
触れりゃよかったんだ。おかげで俺たちは兄貴と無駄に揉めただけだ。
I mean, Victor says, you just got time to be like, you useless kid. Here's an umbrella. Beatrice!
それを
I
試した
suppose
かっ
that's
たの
not
かも
completely impossible. I don't think they would have bonded over their love of Beatrice. I'm quite sure he'd punt her for getting to see Beatrice before him, frankly. Maybe that's what he wanted to test.
血のつながってない私が言うのもなんだけ
Maybe
ど
it's not my place to say it, since we
あ
aren't
な
related
た
by
たちの
blood.
お父様
But father's very
かな
intelligent,
り
you
頭は
realize?
いいわよ日中のやりとりは多
A
分
change during the day was probably listened in on by one of the servants and reported father.
お父様
Oh
に
yeah, we know
報告
that
され
happened
てた
for
の
sure.
なんてこと
Incredible.
お父様の
The
遺
fact that
産
we're
が
clamoring
目
over
当てで
father's
騒いで
inheritance
る
now
こと
clear as
は
day to him.
もうバレバレってことじゃない
And as now clear as day to him.
なんて
Just
ことよ
incredible. Ah! Okay, sorry, something fell. Eva held her head, uncharacteristically dejected. If, as Ray said, there had been Kinzo's design from the beginning, a huge setup spread over more than a year in a bid to find the siblings' true natures, then they had fallen for it completely.
お父さんの耳に入ったとまだ決まったわけやない。
So I don't know for sure that it's reached father's ears.
いいえ入ってるに決まってるわ
No, it definitely
兄
has.
さん以外の全員が
Everyone
お
but
父様を
Nissan
死ん
claimed that
で
he
い
was
ると
dead,
言い
and I
切
was
りお父
believed
様
in
の健在を信
his
じな
good
かっ
health.
たああもう終わりだわ
We're done
お
for.
父様は
He'll make an
宣言する
announcement.
兄さんこそが後継ぎで
He'll say that Nissan will become the section that we aren't even qualified to wear the one-winged angel.
資格もないと宣告するのよ
I fucked up.
姉さんしっかり
Nissan, don't give up. Don't give up. Rosa-san,
マリアちゃんは本
I
当
wonder
に
whether Maria-chan really did receive that umbrella from father.
え
Uh-huh.
どういう意味
What do you mean?
マリアちゃんはお父様に会ったかもしれない
Maria-chan might have met father.
でも私たちは会って
You
な
hear
い
they have used victim PTSD in their voices. Yeah, no, it's kind of terrifying. I hate everything. Oh, we haven't.
マリアちゃんがそうだと主張している
Maria-chan
だ
only
け
claims to have met him.
そんな
What?
マリアが嘘
Are
を
you
つい
saying
て
that
る
Maria's
という
telling a
の
lie? She doesn't know how to fucking lie for the life of her! I know that for a fact!
落ち着けよローズ。
Whoa, calm down,
マ
Rosa.
リアちゃんが嘘をつくと
Not calling Maria-chan a liar.
だがマリアちゃんは素直な子だろ。
She's the gonna get to accept what people tell her, right?
例えばだが源氏さんあたりが
For example, if say Genji-san came to her and said something like, "So my grandmother handed this to you, Maria-sama."
みたいなことを言ったらマリアちゃんは親父に会ったわけでなくても
And even if Maria-chan hadn't met father, she might still say she got an umbrella from him, right?
そうね
That's right.
その手が考えられるわ
That could be a trick.
だがなマリアちゃんはこう言ったんやろ
But what Maria-chan said was this,
お
right?
じい様がや
Grandmother
ってき
came and handed me an
て
umbrella.
傘を渡してくれたと。
ええ、そう言った。
Yes, it was.
おじい様から直接受け
It
取
was
った。
clear that she received the umbrella directly from grandfather.
直接か。
Directly, huh?
お手上げだな。
Oh, that's that then.
下手な考え、休むに似たりとはよく言ったものだわ。
Whoever said the thing of the incompetent can pass for sleeping was absolutely right.
ちょっと考えてみたら、
Think about it.
傘が
All
どう
this
こ
is
うっ
about
てどう
this
でも
about
い
the
い問題
umbrella is
だわ。
irrelevant.
どうしてよ。
Why?
マリアちゃんが兄さんに買収されて、あたかもお父様が健在であるかのように嘘を頼まれたかもしれないでしょ。
Maria-chan could have been bribed by Nissan to lie and say something that made it look like father was good health, couldn't she?
傘が確かにお父様から
There's no evidence that father actually handed the umbrella to her.
どこにもありはしない。
Go harder, bitch. You aren't at the level of Maria.
マリアちゃんが誰から傘をもらっていよ
No
う
matter who
とも、
Maria-chan received the umbrella from,
あるいは傘なんかそもそももらっていなかったとしても、
or even if she was never given the umbrella in the first
お
place.
父様はもうじき現れる。
Father will appear very
現れたお父様の前に、傘の問題な
Father
ど
in front of
全
us,
く
question
どう
of
で
the
もいい。
umbrella will be completely irrelevant.
つまり、傘の問題
In
が
other words, the only time the umbrella question comes into play is in the other cases.
そうでない場合ってのは。
What do you mean the other case?
そうか。わかったで。
Ah. Oh shit, I got it.
キリエさんが言いたいのはこういうことやろ。
That's probably what Kirei-san's saying.
お父さんもうすぐでやってくることになっとるが。
We've been told that father is coming here any moment. There's some excuse will come up why he can't and turn up,
現
right?
れん可能性がまだ残ってるっちゅうことやろ。
そうか。
Oh, I see.
そうよね。
Yes, I see that's true. That's totally the correct thing then. Nothing's gone wrong, everything's still going well, I'm not gonna get fucked.
私たちの追求に、兄さんが苦し紛れの時間稼ぎで、
Maybe
お父様
Nissan
が
just said
現
father
れ
was
ると
going to
山
come
田さんが
here
言ったのかもしれ
on
ない。
top of his head and desperate to buy time against our investigation.
やっぱりお父様はすでに亡くなっていて、
Father really has passed away already.
兄さんは今なお
And Nissan is still lying and
まだ
saying he's
健
in
在
good
で
health.
あると嘘をつき続けている。
つまり、
In short, if
お
father
父
appears,
様が
no
現
schemes will
れ
be
れば、
effective.
すべての策は通用しない。考える必要もない。
There's no need to even think about it.
私たちは訴状の魚、
We're fish on the chopping board.
運を天に任せて、お父様との直接交渉に臨む
We
し
have
か
no
ないわ。
choice but leave fate to the heavens and face direct negotiations with father.
それこそ、
No choice but to beg for money in the expectation we'll need to prostrate ourselves to be subject to his wants.
でも逆に、お父様が現れなければ、私たちの当初の作戦は何も揺るがない。
But on the other hand, if father doesn't appear, then our original strategy isn't hampered in the least.
なるほど。
I see.
つまり、どっちに転ぼうとも、今さらあたふたする必要は何もないってことね。
And no matter which way it goes, there's absolutely no need to get flustered now. Fist, BB. She said fist. What did I say? What did I say? What the fuck did I say? You know what? I don't want to know. Never tell me. I prefer not knowing what stupid shit I said. That sounds so bad. Why the fuck am I allowed to speak? Why am I allowed to speak? I should not be allowed to speak. That's
そういう
it.
こと。お父様が現れれば、本来の親族会議が行われ
The
るだ
family
けの
comes to be
話。
carried out as normal.
現れなければ、私たちは引
If
き
he
続
doesn't,
き
we have to continue
フ
to
ランス兄さんを
press
追求す
Nissan.
ればいいだけの話なのよ。
お父さんの機嫌が急
Mates,
に
they're
悪くなっ
not
て
saying father's mood is suddenly gotten worse, and
みたいなクラウ
we
ス
gotta
さん
make
の
absolutely sure not like
言い逃
Krasny.
れを
Sam
決
talks
し
his way
て
out of
許
it.
さんようにせんとな。
どうやら私たちが本当に検討すべきは
It seems we really should try to be figuring this out.
兄さんがどんな策を弄してこの場をごまかそうとしてくるかよ。
What scheme Nissan is going to try and use to buy himself some time.
往生際の悪さは。
I know better than anyone just how far I'll go to refuse to admit defeat.
お父様がお元気なら
If father's well,
私たちは土
you
下座
prostrate
してお
yourselves and
金
beg
を
for
没
money.
収しクラウス兄さんの茶
We
番
Scar Nissan's farce and we continue our ugly sibling fight.
兄弟喧嘩を再開し
Really, your guys are fucked up. Honestly, you guys are absolutely and completely fucked over here, aren't you? Like, given this situation, I don't know how else to put it other than you're absolutely fucked. Like, completely and utterly fucked here. Because I'm gonna assume right now that Kraus comes out and then you're all fucked. Like, no, he's not gonna give you the fucking money, dumb bitches. Seems like this year's family conference is gonna be as wonderful as ever. Seems like this year's family conference is gonna be as wonderful as ever.
だな。
Yep.
下手な考え、休みに似たり。
Thinking of the incoming and past is sleeping then.
もうじき22時だな。
It's almost time. 10.
兄貴に催促してみるか。
We press Anarchy. Rudolph and Rex looked at Kraus. From his seat, it looked like he was waiting Kinzo's arrival with an air of composure. You couldn't tell whether that really was composure or whether he was scheming about how to tie the lie together.
あなた
Dear.
落ち着きなさい。
Yourself.
もう今さらジタバタしても始まろう。
Making a fuss here won't achieve anything.
源氏さんに任せよう。
Let's leave it to Genji-san.
もうじき
It's
10
almost
時ですね
10 o'clock, isn't it? Oh shit, is every sibling gonna die in this first night? Is that happening again? Oh fuck, are we gonna wait until midnight and then Kinzo's gonna come in and they're all gonna be fucking dead? Are we gonna have Kinzo be the main culprit in this one? I mean, technically that's true no matter what. This is all Kinzo's fault, but that'd be something. That was the time that I had set for tonight's family conference to open. In addition, it was also the time that Ushimiya family head needed to appear. Right then, they heard the sound of footsteps approaching in the hall. The remote was set. Naturally, jerked her head with a start. And there came the sound of a knock, and her expression filled with disappointment. Because Kinzo probably wouldn't have knocked.
失礼いたします。
Please excuse us. We have finished closing up the mansion for the night. There's Goda and Kumasawa. Not like the physically fit Goda. Deserve Kumasawa with her whole body to still be tasked with works this late. Of course, Kraus also seemed to know that.
ご苦労だった。
Good work.
こんな時間まで申し訳ないね、熊沢さん。
My apologies for making you work in such time, Kumasawa-san.
いいえ。
Oh, no, not at all.
こう見えてもまだまだ
Setting up ladies to one of my
ござい
specialties.
ますので。
Oh.
熊沢についてだけは立ち会いを外させてもよい
Can we not at least relieve Kumasawa of the duty of being an observer?
さすがに体に
It really will be difficult on her body, I imagine.
使用人も全員揃えろとの命令だ。
The order was to gather all the servants as well.
逆らえ。
I cannot disobey. Oh. Huh. Tonight's family conference is clearly different than the normal one. There was ever a moment where we had to question how everyone died. Well, here we are. Now you're not able to tell how many people died. Well, again, here we are. On a normal year, no one is able to attend the family conference except relatives. It would have been inconceivable for any servants to be present. But this year was different. They've been told to have all the servants attend the family conference. Of course, they would not be allowed to speak. They were there as observers. There's one what was going to happen that needed 5 servants to observe. Right? Oh, fine. Even Kraus didn't know. Oh. I'm good at pulling all-nighters.
旦那様も
He's telling you so with macro too, Kurosama. You'll be able to keep going all night as well.
もっとたくましくなれますよ。
なるほど。
I see, so there's no energy in you yet.
100歳になっても元気でお勤めに違いない。
And how you be working with such energy when you're well past 100?
奥様、
Madame?
勝手ながら
Forgive my presumptions, but I prepared a light
さ
snack.
せていただきました。いつでも配膳できますので、ご指示を頂
It
戴
is ready to be
できれ
served
ば
at
と思
any
います。
time. Just give the word.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
やはりあなたは
You really are
気が利きます
considerate.
ね。他の皆さんに
Please ask your guests
コーヒ
whether they
ーのお
would
かわ
care
り
for
を
some
進
more
めてく
coffee.
ださい。
Oh, that's interesting to think about. How viable it is, do you think, that Kraus has deliberately not checked in on Kinzo in a year? Like, do you think Kraus... Do you think Kraus leaves all interactions with Kinzo up to the servants? Because if Goldsmith is any indication of how he views Kinzo, then there's a good chance that Kraus never wants to interact with him under any circumstances, and honestly might just be not wanting to like go talk to him because he's fucking terrified. And if that's the case, then like if that was the case, I could actually more so believe the Kinzo's been dead theory, and it would explain Kraus's behavior quite well too. He's just traumatized and doesn't want to fucking go up there and try and talk with him. Honestly, with having been in situations like that, I get it. I really do. Even if it's awkward and inconvenient to not go talk with them, the thought of talking with them is so stressful, you just don't want to go do it. Certainly! Turn around slowly, go to take the pot towards relatives, gather the other end of the table. As he did, more footsteps approached from the hallway. A single set. They were light. I'm gonna write that theory down. Even for the knock, they could imagine who it was. Hi, Shannon?
失礼いたします。
Yeah, I was right. Excuse me.
お子様方
I've taken the children to the guest house.
お送りいたしました。ご苦労でした。
Good work.
今夜は特別な晩です。
Tonight is a special evening.
緊張感を欠かさないように。
Make sure you stay alert.
はい。
Yes.
かしこまりました、奥様。
Certainly, madame. Genji, accompanied by Cannon, had gone to meet Kinzo. There's still no sign of their return. The hands of the clock were creeping past 10. Unsure of that, Eva spoke to Kraus.
兄さん、
Nissan,
もう時間だけれども、
it's time.
親族会
Is the family conference still
ま
going
だ
to
始ま
start?
らないのかしら。
主賓の到着が遅れている。
The arrival of the guest on honor has been delayed.
しばらく待ちたまえ。
Wait a short while.
いつまで？
How long?
悪いけど、時間を切ってもらうわよ。
Sorry, but I'm setting a time limit on this.
お父様が
I won't have you saying father isn't quite shown up yet over and over until dawn.
夜明けまで待たされたらたまらないわ。
I mean, honestly, that would be telling enough as is, so why not? It is very telling as is. Or do you expect to, like, be hiding evidence right now?
親父殿のお越しになる時間を私が約
How
束
can I make a promise of the time father will show up? Why are you in such a
何を焦
rush?
っているのだね。
まずはコーヒーでも飲んで落ち着かん
Why
か。
not drink some coffee and calm down for now?
兄貴、俺たちは
Aniki, we gathered here for a family conference.
茶番じゃない。
Not a farce.
あと30分は待つ。
Wait 30 more minutes.
だが
If that gets us nothing, we're barging into the study.
書斎に押しかけさ
I
せて
wouldn't do that if
もら
I
う
were you. And why's that? Honestly, I think you might have rigged it to explode if anyone opens the door without it being opened already. Kind of terrifying. I once heard an explosion late at night and I assumed it was from him.
押しかけるとは物騒な。
But barging into...
当主様への敬いにあまりにも欠ける行為です。
That would be quite an action quite lacking respect for the head.
そうよね。ごめんなさい。
It would, wouldn't it? Sorry about that.
あと
We'll sit
30
tight
分
for
はおとなし
30 more
くしてる
minutes.
わ。
Huh.
30分後に
This is a battle of the
同
smugs,
じ
isn't it?
笑いが浮かべられるか楽しみだわ。
I look forward to seeing whether you can keep that same smile 30 minutes from now.
親父殿
You
が
honestly believe that father is dead?
本気で
I don't know for shits. I haven't seen him in a year myself.
それを今さら議論する気はないわ。
I have no desire to discuss at this point.
お父様がここにやってくればいい
One
だ
of
け
the
の
author in her head is
話。
screaming about that. It would be hilarious if she was screaming, if like, fuck it, magic's happening right now, so it's like, oh wow, I don't know why my other self, my younger self is screaming about witches and like being, well, I know why she's screaming about witches. Why is she screaming about us being the head and all being taken away from us? I mean, I agree, we deserve the head position, but like, nothing's been taken away yet. We need to gain it.
兄さんを言いま
There's absolutely no need for me to argue you down, Nissan.
何もないもの。
後宮家当主は正当なる人間へ正当なる手続きをもって継承される。
The Ushiro family head, she will be passed down to the proper person in the proper manner.
お前が何の策を浪したところで何も抗えんよ。
Now, what you may scheme, you cannot go against this.
もちろん
Of course, the same goes for me. You have to view her as having a child version of herself as an author that talks to her all the time, and it's kind of weird now. It is very weird, but let's just say that's her psychosis, thankfully being suppressed. Thank fuckingly.
何をわけのわかんないことを。
What are you on about?
今までさ、
You've been bragging all these years about being the success with the head
自分
yourself.
こそが次期当主だと威張ってきたくせに。
Hold on a second. I'm just gonna go and get a drink quickly. Gonna be back in a brief little bit. Gotta wash my hands and fucking die. YouTube did not censor that. What a shocker. Anyway, back we go.
お前の言葉をそのまま返そう。
Let me turn your words straight back on you.
それを今さら議論する気は
I have no desire to discuss that at this point.
親父殿がやってきた。
Father merely has to come here and proclaim it with his own mouth.
それを宣言すればいいだけの話だ。お前を言い負かす必要などどこにもない。
It's completely unnecessary for me to argue you down.
だったか
Right. Krause casually turned Eva's words back on her. Of course, that poured fuel on Eva's anger. But it didn't ignite. Because in that instant, the sound of a very loud knock rang out. Both Genji and Ken were usually very reserved when they locked. They wouldn't hit the door with such a violent strength. It was like a judge gavel slamming down in a call to order. So everyone fell quiet. The door opened slightly, and Genji himself showed up. Then he spoke with a solemn tone different from his usual one. It wasn't the tone he used when carrying out his duties. It was the tone he used when speaking to Kinzo himself. So just by hearing Genji speak like that, the siblings were struck with a sudden tension.
皆様、ご着席を。
Take your seats, everyone. Those words, the dining hall fell into complete silence, and everyone rushed back to their designated seats. They were like students who had been making a lot of noise just before homeroom and hardly returned to their seats when the teacher came. Sorry, my dyslexia that I probably have undiagnosed kicks up very often. Sorry, I'm failing. Might even have felt humorous. There's no way anyone would joke about it. Everyone sat in order, and Shannon, Goda, and Kumasawa stood up straight in a row against the wall. The head of the glorious Ushiromiya family, and Lord Rokujima, the eye that sparkles gold. Lord Ushiromiya Kinzo is present. Of the no doors into the dining hall, Genji opened the right door from the inside, and Ken opened the left door from the outside. And now is the time for everything to be horrible so many ways. And welcome out of the deepest of bows from the two servants, with his cape fluttering majestically, Kinzo appeared. Kinzo's Got had a dignified weight to it, and it was very hard to believe that he had been diagnosed as having not much time left to live. Genji pulled back Kinzo's seat and motioned for him to sit. Kinzo remained standing, signaling with his chin for Genji to move back. It's pronounced gate. Thank you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rokkenjima. Why the frightened face, Eva? Eva. No, why would I be frightened? I'm just really finding your next in spirits, Father. Eva, you're as interesting as ever, aren't you? You might honestly try saying how first you are losing your bet with Kraus. You can't say it, can you? And suddenly I'm seeing where the fuck Beatrice picked up most of her behavior. Holy shit. Ever realized that their conversation during the day that had indeed been put to Kinzo, and she turned red as she hung her head in shame. Well then, my daughters, sons, and their companions. Tonight I shall make an important announcement regarding those things that you have had your hearts set upon. My portion in the success of the headship. But first, I think I'm going to tell how incredibly disappointed I am. None of you fuckers have solved the epitaph. I was joking! Fuck. And for the fact that, to this very day, not a single one of you has been able to solve the riddle of the epitaph. Even though Kinzo had said he was disappointed, condescending smile as though there was no way the likes of them could have solved it rose to his face as he cast an eye over each and every one of them. I'm planning on handing over everything the person who could solve it. But here we stand today. A single person has succeeded. All that is mine. He's a lot slower of a talker than I'm used to. I gotta take this bit carefully. Shameful. The fact that not one amongst you has come forward with the qualifications to succeed me. Oh, much slower talker than I am. I find it truly disappointing and shameful and pathetic. Siblings hung their heads into silence. Of course, they would have solved it if they could. They had blown their chance, and none of them could deny that. But even so, it's just so hard to riddle. Therefore, I'm going here now that I was suspend the use of the epitaph to know as a method of choosing my successor. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. In short, time is up! This is game over! Oh, yeah, this is very new. So the solving the epitaph in this episode is absolutely and truly pointless. Huh. So how are you going to decide who inherits shit? Wait, what? What a shameful display for all of you! You all had an equal chance and fair one. That is all now collapsed. Didn't you figure out that the Sweetfish River refers to my favorite place in the world? McDonald's? And KFC? You dumbasses! Was KFC big in... It's KFC, right? It's KFC that's big in Japan? Was it big in 1986? I don't know. Should sound like Kinzo was making a victory proclamation. In that case, will the headship be succeeded by my oldest son, Kraus? Just the thought alone makes you laugh. The answer is no!
Eh?
What?
I'm sure you understand why, Kraus. I sent you the title of successor. I did nothing with it but get drunk on it. You know what it means to be the successor? I'm giving it to Maria. Fucking biggest dick move. It means to be the one who will succeed you, father. Wrong! The successor is something that's created by the current head at all! Listen up, Kraus. I only choose this once, so unplug your ears and listen. The successor, see? Is what you call someone who finds everyone else who's after the headship. Thoroughly breaks their noses, makes sure they can never disobey him again. I really am not as good as this man. That's not only something to be head of the headship. It can also be said of money. A rich person doesn't mean someone who has money. Don't strain my voice. You can't stop me. It means someone who crushes everyone who has more money than himself. And who scrabbles together more money than anyone else. It's the same with talent. A genius is not what you call a person blessed with talent. And he's a person who crushes everyone with more talent than themselves. Person encourages all other people to call them that by using their strength and charisma. You mistaken expression when it comes to all these things. In fact, I find it absolutely hilarious how incompetent you are. He says that in fucking red, I imagine. So, you are the right caliber to be my successor! Now that I have learned, perhaps that was precisely Kinzo's philosophy. It could also be taken for a rant. It was a result of faithfully carrying out the philosophy of his. And Kinzo raised the Ushima family to its prosperous heights and failed so completely and so utterly at raising any functional kid. Maybe hard to imagine after his immersion in the code in recent years. It was that brutal aggression that was Ushinomiya Kinzo's charisma and aura. Such a weak-minded person has no qualifications to inherit everything of the Ushinomiya family. In that case, is Eva, Rudolph, Rosa qualified? That is also no! When I saw the riddle, neither were you able to scheme to drag Kraus down from his throne! All three of you could manage to do was put together a unified front to try to extort money from Kraus. And even that scheme was thoughtless! He can't even corner Kraus all by himself! There'd be nothing more shameful! You lack the avarice to steal away the business next successor by any means necessary! In order to get what you want, you should pay all sacrifices, be covetous, avaricious to the last! Kraus was apparently free physically abusive to his siblings, but also he's a finance bro, would absolutely fall for the crypto scheme. Yep, he would. I call him a crypto bro for a reason. I wonder if this is the MacGuffin that sets the motion in the murders. I mean, it's not entirely impossible. So they kill him, then kill each other. Also not entirely impossible. Finding the goat is also a very good, well, trigger, especially in this case, to, well, start killing. Fortune smiles upon the greedy! Oh, you three will lack that wild spirit as unfit for succession as Kraus! Everyone and the others had no words to respond with. They couldn't figure out what it was that Kinzo was about to say. Was Kinzo actually planning to proclaim that no one was exceed the head? If so, then that would work to Eva, Rose, and Rudolph's advantage. There's only the siblings what we need to do is coordinate everything between them after Kinzo's death and split inheritance evenly. You're acting like anyone's gonna get inheritance, dumb bitches. If they kill everyone who knows the truth, they can just lie and take over, so that means Ken and Genji are dead. In this timeline? Maybe. On the contrary, if a specific person's name was raised and proclaimed to be the one to seek the head, that would surely be more troublesome. But would Kinzo really say something that would benefit any of the four siblings after lambasting them so much? You don't think he's going to say that because no one will succeed him? Doing all his towards a charity or something like that, right? Oh no, he wouldn't donate to charity, Eva, don't worry. He'd just fucking throw it into the ocean or burn it. Oh, so that's how everyone dies. He burns the mansion and all of the money at the same time. Oh, there's a good answer. I'm afraid I wouldn't put it past father. The blood's just risen to his head. For the time being, we're just gonna have to hear him out. You can't burn goat, BB. You can melt it down and make it fucking horrible. Fucking melt it down, cut it up, make it into billions of tiny pieces like sand, and fuck off now. That is my goal. Well then, father. What thoughts do you have regarding the next head? Since I'm so completely disappointed in all of you, I've lost desire to hand it over to anyone. Therefore, the Ushiromiya family will end here. And then everyone died in that millisecond. It ends with my generation. You are all known with the last name of Smith. Fuck off and never return. Surely we must. The Ushiromiya family was ruined long ago in that earthquake. Oh my god, he's actually talking about the earthquake. Holy shit. The current Ushiromiya family is nothing but my own short-lived vision of gold. The lights of which will end when I awaken from my slumber. This world is not but a dream, an illusion. Are you fucking quoting Midsummer Night's Dream now? Is that what you're doing? You know, I can believe you read that. Are we gonna fucking see Oberon? Life is but a daydream, with awakening toward death. Ah, yes! It has been since the beginning! That I should lose everything when I die was Beatrice's contract! Her curse! You think that will work, Beatrice? I will be the one to capture you! Tonight, that shall become reality! I know my voice for Kinzo is a bit shit, but I hope I'm at least capturing the madness well. For a while, Kinzo was overcome with cackling, and his eyes bulged. When we were talking about Beatrice, always elegant and filled with obsession. Foolish sons and daughters, such yourselves are truly a daydream. As though you were never there from the beginning. Disappear! Wake up! Fade away along with the those are my true selves. You fellows have not built up anything that makes you worthy to succeed me. Kinzo-sama? If I may. What is it? My friend. Nanjo nervously raised his hand, asking him to speak up. Kinzo permitted it. I understand how you feel, Kinzo-san. Because you love your children. Say I love them as a parent and grandparent myself. The fuck do you mean I love them? I understand that parental affection that can make you feel as though these expectations were betrayed. Goldsmith could be representative of the collective use, not just Krause's. We have to see if anyone else sees Goldsmith before I say that, Rush. Is this Goldsmith right now? I don't think so necessarily. This seems like this is probably actually... I think what we're seeing right now is probably Kinzo. I don't think it's supposed to be Goldsmith yet.
しかし
However,
金蔵さんは
however,
すごい
you're an extraordinary Kinzo-san.
天才だ
A genius.
そん
I
な
have to know,
金蔵さん
like, if Kraus is the only one who sees her, or sees Goldsmith, then it's probably just Kraus's trauma. Goldsmith, Kraus went to talk with Kinzo, and there was a magic scene where Kinzo lifted him up with one finger and pushed him against the wall, and he called himself Goldsmith. Yeah, it's probably trauma.
それでもそんな金蔵さん
And even so, it has not stopped them from trying.
クラウスさんも
San, Eva-san, Rudo-san, Rosa-san, and all their partners are doing their very best to catch up to you.
皆さんもよく頑張っています。ほほ
Ho-ho! That is how much money they built up with this doing their very best.
稼ぎ上げたというのか。
These half-wits, they fail in each and every one of their enterprises and become burdened with debt. Well, to be fair to Rudolph, he's only got into debt because he's crossed the mouse and he's getting fucked. You know, that... Rudolph would be doing well if he didn't cross the mouse, you know? And still trying to sponge off of me are doing their best exactly how? Money is the crystallization of everything in this world. You cannot grasp that, then you cannot grasp the world. The soul cannot keep a tight grasp on this world. It doesn't deserve to live. Disappear! Be gone from my life and reality! That argument is unreasonable. That logic even I should not be allowed to live. What? My best friend, I paid you like billions! The fuck you mean you can't live? No! Yet, I believe the time I spent playing chess with you was worthwhile for both of us. You should have known better than anyone else that there are many things in this world that money cannot buy.
誰よりもご存知のはずだ。
Siblings emotionally hung their head. They cheer Nanjo on inside their hearts. Found the citizens who offer their opinion to Nanjo in a rage. But Nanjo, I said Nanjo and to Kinzo in a rage, but Nanjo alone was allowed to as Kinzo's close friend. Even though Kinzo raged so fiercely after being admonished by Nanjo, he nodded several times as though in agreement. He's a surprisingly docile sight, might seem cute, but there's no one who could laugh. It may be true that your children wasn't able to build up as great a fortune as yourself. Well, even so, from my point of view, they're rich enough to make me jealous. But besides money, they've also built up a great many things that money can't buy. Like trauma. I don't think you can buy trauma with money. They only have their trauma thanks to me, though, Nanjo. That is another thing I have given them. When it comes to that, they're no way inferior to you. The Kraus did fall for some kind of scams as 80, so probably some stupid scam like space tourism. I mean, he is trying to make Rokujima into a tourist destination, so that might be what he fell for. Oh? What are you saying they have built up that money cannot buy? Happiness. Nanjo, the only reason I'm letting you say that is because you do not know these fuckers as well as I do at the minute. That's the only reason I'm not digging into you for saying that. Family. You can buy a family, totally. They have found wonderful partners, had children, and have built their own happiness at their homes. Your family's thriving thanks to them, and they have brought back grandchildren to you. Look at Ava last episode. Did money make her happy? I mean, if her family didn't die at the same time, probably.
いいですぞ。
Grandchildren are good. The older people can look at those young grandchildren we live on to the new era that we will not get a chance to see, and imagine an endless future for them.
無限の未来を想像するのです。それは
Isn't that the so entertainment for us of an old age? Of us of an old age.
思い出しなさい。
Remember, Kinzo-san.
ゾウさん、彼らが
Remember your joy when we first came back
孫を連れて
to you with
帰ってきた
grandchildren.
時の喜びを。息子さんたちは
Children and grandchildren, we relate to your great works to future generations, and you'll be
金蔵さんの夢を
on this house after you. I keep fucking forgetting and losing my track in my Nanjo voice. For some reason, I can't keep it consistent, and I don't know why.
それはお金がいくら
That's something a single person cannot accomplish no matter how much money they have.
なせぬことです。
The siblings all nodded in agreement, even though they all knew that was fucking wrong. Surely there had been a time when Kinzo looked at his newly born grandchildren with happiness in his eyes. That is one of the hardest things to believe, and we're talking about magic in this game. Back when he still had some sanity in his heart. However, was there any human worth still left in Kinzo's heart?
それはつまり
You mean to say?
私が
In exchange for the vast riches I've created.
代わりに金を儲ける
Instead of gaining money, I've gained my grandchildren.
何を儲けたとそういうわけか。
いえ。
No, that's not what I...
私が稼ぎ上げた
So, in exchange for several tons of billions in wealth I've amassed, I've given a single grandchild from each of my children. Not even twins. How fucking pathetic. That is wonderful. So I've created a single life at the cost of 10 billion yen. That's better than what I was doing before with Beatrice. Angie forgotten. And Angie doesn't count for some reason, I guess.
そういうわけだ。
That's how it is. Interesting. Thinking of it from a person who alchemy truly makes for an interesting analogy. Don't you agree? Honestly, poor Kinzo is probably going like, "Ha! How funny! 10 billion could get me some kids I didn't want, and yet it couldn't get me my Beatrice back. How fucking funny!" Like, that must be going through Kinzo's mind right now, just like absolute fucking rage at the idea that like he could get people he doesn't care about into existence, but the one person he does is still out of his reach. Like, oof. Oh, what valuable grandchildren! Wonderful, wonderful! Is that right, Kraus? Is your daughter worth 10 billion? I don't have a face that's good for expressing barely constrained insanity, but this is the closest we're gonna get. Kraus couldn't answer instantly. It wasn't that he didn't have confidence in his daughter, it was because he didn't have a clue what Kinzo was trying to test with this question. When Natsuki was then pressed for an answer, she responded, breaking Kraus' silence with an answer of her own interpretation. Yes. Jessica's daughter who I wouldn't let go even for 10 billion yen. Okay then. If you kill your granddaughter, I'll give you the entirety of the Ushimomiya family inheritance. Bring her over here and kill her right now. Come on. I'll give it all. I promise. In that sense, I believe she has value that can be counted with money. Oh. Didn't say for certain that she was worth 10 billion. Ho ho! What about you, Eva? I mean, Eva really does love her daughter. Eva really does love her son, so yeah, she wouldn't trade him in for the world. I mean, she fucking lost her mind once her son died, so son and husband admittedly, but you know. What did you say about your George? Even though Natsuki had chosen to answer, that was naturally no doubt as to what Eva's answer would be. Even though Eva should have known better than respond to this kind of provocative questions, did so as well. Yes, father. George worth 10 billion, no, even more than that. And that's not in the abstract sense of things money can't buy. George will certainly build up a fortune equal to his worth. I'm sure you become a grandson worthy of carrying on your great works. He's gonna be arrested for pedophilia in a couple years, Eva, or his entire career is gonna be brought down because the public learned he dated a 6-year. No, he didn't take a 6-year-old. He dated a 16-year-old when he was 23. That's the kind of thing that will destroy his fucking reputation, Eva. Eva sent a glance at Hideyoshi and Nachi that said, like a fiddle. After hearing his answer, Nachi was out to add more praise for her daughter, which stopped at the glare from Kraus. I see. And what about you, Rudolph? I drop Battler in the fuck... Well, I'll drop Battler in the fucking lake, but I love Angie. What about your Battler? What about your Battler? But George, there's nothing I can brag about with Battler. He was kidnapped, we were threatened with a ransom 10 billion. I was laying a little bow on the guy and letting them have him. Now that he's an idiot and reckless. Dreams are way too big and tugs of things he hasn't got a snowball so in hell of doing. Wow, Kirei. Look, let's consider a good thing. Okay, let's just consider every time you don't talk about someone in front of Kinzo, it's a good thing, okay? And talking shit about them is even better, maybe. I guess in that respect, he's a super idiot worth equivalent to 10 billion normal idiots. How do you look at the average person who hasn't got the balls being an idiot, and I'll be that guy? And that guy who's gonna try things that 10 billion of them couldn't do together. You're right, Bowser's a worthless piece of garbage. Fucking Beatrice kind of line and talked by his father. How hilariously Dart. I'm pretty sure he'll fall flat on his face. The world isn't easy. But at the very least, there's no doubt in my mind that watching over his life would be more entertaining than looking at 10 billion average people. Eva clicked her tongue as the clever style of speech that would probably match Kinzo's taste. Harry Rudolph had been after this himself, grinned back at her. We're really not going to talk about Angie in this one. Huh. I'm actually kind of surprised. Like, I feel like you could bring up Angie. I feel like you should bring up Angie. Like, they gave us one child. Kirei speaks up. Rudolph speaks up. Actually gave you two, Dad. What of Maria? Maria's my darling only daughter. Oh, I can't wait to hear this shit. Value cannot be measured with money. That's all. Wow. 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 That was fucking pathetic. I see. Dreams and futures, some miracles about the source of my magical power. No magic goes power without hope. Can I expect anything more from you people who have proven yourselves to be average, but... Yes, my grandchildren do have a possible future. One worth hoping for it from a magical power to come. Rudolph remains the smoothest of the siblings. Yeah, Bowser's an idiot, but he's the kind of idiot you'd like. Oh, yeah, Bowser doesn't suck up, and he just puts it simply like, dude can might do something fucking incredible. It's unlikely he's gonna do something incredible, but he'll at least try things other people don't. Which, you know what? Not a bad argument for why your kid's impressive.
それをもって100億
You say this makes them worth more than 10 billion? I can understand that.
わからぬでもない。
I can't wait for the shoe to drop. When Ken's on a range, he wouldn't let anyone talk back. But even so, while young by himself, he would sometimes convince himself with something of his own record and change his own opinion. Okay, guys, your kids have to make 10 billion. One of you kids, whichever one of your kids makes 10 billion in a year by the next time we come over, will be the head. Or the next day. You know, that works too. Make 10 billion in a day. Essentially telling them, solve the fucking epitaph. Have them solve the epitaph, you dumb bitches. That's what this felt like to be to his siblings. Apparently, even though Kinzo had been absolutely fed up with his shoddy children and had cast them away as being unfit for the hands of his title or fortune, he wasn't so sure about his grandchildren. Would someone like to pull up the episode 1 speech Kinzo gave where he talked down all of his grandchildren as being shit? At this rate, it might soon say that inheritance would go to his grandchildren instead of the siblings. This thing sign of fear what their fickle and short-tempered father would suddenly think of next. They can't really watch his every move. Let me change my thinking a little. As you know, I see you people inherit all that is mine.
全くない。しかし、孫たちの誰かにその資格があるかどうかを問うのはなかなかに面
However, it
白
would
い
be
こ
quite
と
interesting to
だ。
question the grandchildren to see whether one of them is qualified.
いつまでも子
I didn't think
供
of them
だ
as
と
kids who
思
never
って
grow
おっ
up.
たが、ひょっとすると私を驚
But
かせ
there's
る
a chance they show me a glimmer of unpolished fruits that will surprise me. Also, if any of them inherit it, none of you get any of the money. None of you can access any money. Fuck you.
そしてそれを期待し試すの
And testing
は
for that would be?
なるほど
Yes, that would be hard to pass over as a founded version for my last remaining days.
さて、これはどうしたものか。
ジョージならお父様の後を継ぐにふさわしいと。
Eva, you dumb fuck. You should not have spoken. I can recommend George the Count as a fitting success for you, father. Eva, you are fucking stupid. Eva claimed that right away because she's fucking stupid. Now she looked at you without follow along, but Kraus gave her a look telling her to share so she swallowed words. Eva's fucking stupid. Natsui has fucking ego issues. Okay, wait, no, so does Eva. Fuck. How bold! Then let us do this. I want to question the grandchildren to see whether they qualify to inherit the Ushinomiya family headship and all of its wealth. Okay, guys, it's time to have your interviews today. Well, shit. You know, the irony here is that none of them want it. That's the funniest thing here. None of the kids would want it. Jessica has been rather vocal about not wanting it. George is wants to marry fucking Shannon and is gonna immediately be disinherited for it. Valor doesn't give two craps either. And Maria is 9. Wow. I mean, okay. You know, this is definitely the I gotta admire Kenzo for this. This is the most diggish thing he can do. Because he knows that none of these he might even understand that none of the children will want the inheritance. So in essence, he's still saying fuck all of you. Because he knows that none of them are gonna get it by the end.
お父様
Father?
しかし
However!
それはお前たちの誰か
I
に
do not mean by this that one of you will receive the headship
という
indirectly.
意味ではない。お前たちにはすでに失望しているのだ。
I've already lost hope in every one of you.
お前たちに
The
与
correct
える
thing
もの
to
は
feel.
今
I have nothing to give you
や
now.
何もない。何もな。
Nothing!
私が問うのは
The
孫
ones I
た
will
ち。
question are the grandchildren.
そして引き継ぐかもしれ
The
ない
ones who might succeed me are the
孫たち
grandchildren.
それを決して
Because we sure that you don't
勘違い
mistake
す
this.
るな
Are we clear?
お父さんの判断に
Oh, follow your decision, father. You know, the fact that Kraus is a fucking kiss-ass to him is for once very good.
同じくだ
Same here.
親父の決定
I'll
に
go along with
従
what
う
you
ぞ
determine.
Nah, なあ兄貴
And you, Anarchy? And you, Anarchy? Why aren't they mentioning Angie? Especially after what was said about Valor. Honestly, Carrie, I question that too. Because, okay, if we think about it, episode 1 and 2 are the events of the bottle. Episode 3 is the Eva is the killer theory. So what the fuck is this episode embodying, you know? If each is a different perspective on what happened on the island, then what perspective are we in for this episode? I don't know. It's too early for me to tell. Angie's 6 and also not on the island, man. Maria is 9. And autistic. And also fucking hates everyone. Angie's in here, so she isn't really part of the conversation. I mean, reasonably speaking, at this point it's worthless because, yeah, you can't get Angie over here right now to have an interview with fucking... Yeah, I guess you could get her on, like, the phone and call her? I guess. Would that even work from an island? I don't know.
お父様が賢明な判断をされると信じています
I believe that you make a wise judgment, father.
私も
I will
お
also
父様の
abide
判
by
断
your
を従
decision.
います
Yeah, I'm wondering, Carrie, this is, like... Are the outside lines cut yet? It's in the... Theoretically, I think they are. Usually the lines are cut by the start of the... after the first 6 deaths, but, like... It's entirely possible, Victor, that, like, they die out as soon as Rokujima... as soon as the storm occurs. It's either that or that.
I
still think of how I would test the grandchildren.
そしてそれは
That no longer has anything to do with any of you.
今さら関係のない話だ。当主継承
Does no longer have anything to do with the succession of the
もはや
head.
何の関係もないのだから。だからこの場では
So I use this opportunity to talk about something else that does have something to do with all of you.
もう一つの話をしようではないか。
もう一つの話
Something else?
うん。それこそが今宵の そして
That is
後ろ宮
the
家
true
最後の
Knights.
親族
I
会
know.
議
We should
の
only a family
本
conference.
当の
Oh, it's time to
理由
murder.
だ
Well, you know what? For once, the 6 deaths are going to be really possible. Because it's Kenzo plus the servants committing death. They cast the spell, murder. What time is it? No, not midnight yet.
「お前たちに求めるのは議論でも意見でもない」
I demand from you is neither discussion nor your
我
opinions.
が儀式に
I demand cooperation
協力を
for
求
my
めるためだ
ritual. Oh fuck! It's murder time.
儀式
Ritual?
静かに。
Quiet.
お父様がお
Others
話をなさって
talking
いる
now.
最中よ。
Rudolph and Russ automatically knitted their brows so they coat-like world ritual. Are we gonna get... I'm forgetting. Have we ever had an episode where all the... I feel like... Let's see. Episode 1... Live, live, live. Episode 2... Live. Wait. No, that's 7. Literally all of them can't die. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4... Is Kirei gonna be the only one to survive? That'd be funny. Was he talking about starting a strange ritual involving Beatrice's resurrection again? Again? This isn't the first time? I thought this was the first time you mentioned the ritual to what? Is there any that they help? What in the world was he planning to start? In the past, he had carried out many eccentricities that he called by the same name. Such as lighting a strange incense and filling the whole mansion with the stench. The siblings' ritual was nothing more than the aged Kinzo's obnoxious hobbies. Oh, there we go.
お父さん
Father? You're all gonna be pretend to be murdered. We're gonna play a long con game. All of the children are gonna think you're dead. Not just gonna help with that. And then we'll find out which of them can solve the murder mystery. Father, what the fuck? I loved locked rooms!
儀式とは一体
It just, what do you mean by...
私たちに協力できることなら。
I'll assist you in any way that we can.
ねえ、ローザ。
Right, Rosa? Kenzo Triss is cursed, and I wish to die because you have written that arc. Thank you.
ええ
Yes?
でも
But what in the world is it?
私が碑文に
The
刻
ritual
んだ
is as
通
I
りの
inscribed in
儀
the
式
epitaph.
ベアトリーチェを蘇らせ黄金鏡の扉を開く儀式である
It serves a ritual to revive Beatrice from the door to the golden land. Meanwhile, Rudolph and Kirei are looking for the nearest guns. I imagine they would do that, yes. Considering what we have seen, they are the only ones who are badass enough for it.
肉体の檻を
That
逃れ
witch who escaped her
私の
cage of
指の
flesh and
隙間
spear
を
evenly
嘲
slipped through my
笑うように
fingers.
すり抜け
Can we
るあ
finally be
の
able to
魔女
capture?
今度こそ捕らえ
Every time you speak about Beatrice, Kenzo, it becomes more and more questionable if Beatrice ever loved you, or if you raped her, or if it was one-sided, or anything else that's worse.
屈服させる私の
And
最
subjugate with my
大の
grace and an art.
秘訣だそのために
Only I must sacrifice 13 people for that
13
purpose.
人の命を生贄に捧げねばならぬがな13人もの生贄は容易には集まらん
It's not easy to gather 13 sacrifices.
しかし今宵は
But
親
tonight is the
族
family
会議
conference.
これだけの大人数が六軒島に集まった
The Look how many have gathered in Roktajima!
この儀式が行え
There
る
could be
の
no
は
other day on which to carry
今
out
日
this
を置
ritual!
いて他にないのだ。
Thinking literally, it could only sound as though he was telling them to die as sacrifices a disturbing ritual. Look, you know, I admit the ending episode was metal as fuck, alright? I mean, it was cool. It was cool seeing fucking like fuck it. Look, the imagery of Rosa jumping on a goat servant, putting a shotgun in their head and blowing their brains out is fucking awesome, yes. Now, if only it wasn't Rosa who was doing it. Ridiculous. Was this some kind of metaphor? They didn't even have a clue what he was trying to tell them through this analogy. Analogy. Why do I keep fucking that word up? The siblings whispered together, wondering what Kinjo was saying.
親父は何を言ってるんだ。
What's that going on about?
いつもの悪い
Is it usual bad sickness?
だろうな。
Probably.
しばらく黙
Keep quiet for now and hear him out.
ごめんなさい、お父さん。
I'm sorry, father.
どういう意味でおっしゃられているのか分かりかねます。
I don't understand how you mean that.
何が分かりかねるというのか。
Rosa got a really good, cool scene for the arc. Oh yeah, it was a cool scene. Just a shame it was Rosa. What is it you don't understand?
私は至極
I
単
am
純
speaking
に
extremely
話している
simply.
ベアトリーチェを蘇らせる儀式のためにこの島にいる人間から
I have said that I shall choose 30 people among the humans of the island and offer them as sacrifices of my ritual to revive Beatrice.
何の価値もないお前たちも我が儀式
Even worthless people like you can be very useful as sacrifices for my
大いに役に
ritual.
立てるというわけだ。聞け。
Oh. Wait. No, he doesn't. I thought for a second he had the ring. Hear this! It's not a joke nor anything of the sort!
我が人生の最後に欲する最後の
This is my final bet! My final ritual! The last I will desire in my life!
この島には今13人を超える人間がいる。
There are now more than 13 humans on this island. In short, that's a head count which at least satisfies this massive number of sacrifices.
満たせるだけの頭数が存在するというわけだ。お前たちは我が儀式の生贄となれ。
Become the ritual sacrifices for my ritual!
金蔵さん。
Ginzo-san, you were possibly... Oh, fuck, I should have come today.
あの話は
This is not what you said back then. Wait, back when? Nanjo! Nanjo, fucking talk to her before you
で
die!
はなく
It wasn't a joke! Unusually for Nanjo, his face changed color and he stood and shouted. It seemed like this wasn't the first time Nanjo had heard all this dark talk about 13 sacrifices.
すまんな我が友よ。
Sorry, my friend. That's not a joke nor anything of the sort.
我が生涯を賭して最後に挑む儀式でありゲームなのだよ。
It's what I bet my life on. The final ritual. The final game that I would challenge.
そう。
Yes!
これはゲ
This
ー
is
ムだ。
that game!
お前たちにとって我が財産を得て島を出ることがゴールならば、それを達する方法は2つしかない。
Yes, this is a game. If gaining my fortune and leaving the islands or go, then there are only 2 ways to achieve it. Successfully survive being chosen as one of the 13 sacrifices. And stop the ritual by finally solving the riddle of the epitaph. Unless we go with the interpretation from last episode, in which case, that won't save you either.
私を殺し
Or kill me. How the fuck would that? What? Kill me? What? How did that stop the ritual? It didn't stop it the last couple times.
この儀式を止めてみせるか。
And stop the ritual in that manner.
この2つしか
Those
な
are the
い。
only 2 ways. Even the siblings didn't notice that Kindred was being dragged abnormally.
お父さん少しお疲れなのだろう。
Father, are you a little tired?
源氏さん
Kenji-san, has father been drinking at all?
少し酒を。いい
No.
え親方様は
Master is quite
ご
lucid.
明晰であらせられます。
悪いけど親父、
Sorry, Dad? I
何を言い
don't
出
have a
す
clue
の
what
か
you're
さっ
starting to
ぱ
go
り
on
だ
about.
親父が愛す
You
る
know,
魔
I'm
女を
quite sure some of
蘇
these
らせる
people...
ためにどんな怪しげな儀
I'm quite
式を
sure right
始めて
now
も
that, like...
そりゃ自由だぜ。
There's probably at least 3 of the siblings who immediately went, fuck yeah, let's go. I'm fine killing Ginzo. Sadly, there are the servants around, so I don't feel quite comfortable, but, you know. Here we start up whatever weird tree we want to revive the witch you love.
親父の趣味
That's your
は
hobby, after all.
だがそいつに巻き込まれて生贄にされるのは
Really,
まあ
us
明らか
me
に
do all this and making you set into a sacrifice? This is not gonna happen.
ルドルフ、お父様の
Rudolph,
話に口
who
を
asked you to
挟
chip
む気？
in?
何言ってんだ姉貴。
What are you on about, Anarchy? He's literally telling us to go die.
こんな物騒
Then I'm
な
gonna sit
話に
here nodding my head at this. Are you
はいそうですか
nuts?
でうなずけるわけねえだろ。
Was the ritual Kindred I mentioned literally the frightening thing it seemed to be? Or was it some kind of test to choose his successor? I remember taking it at a disturbing face value. But Eva apparently seemed to believe that was something like a trial or examination. Eva, I want to remind you that Kinzo has guns. He could literally pull one out of that fucking cloak of his and shoot one of you right now. You, like, God. To find the proper next step. Beginner's response to this was clear.
さて
Well, that's all I have to say.
以上だ。異議も意見も何にも必要はない。
No objections or viewpoints are necessary.
...4人の不出来なる息子たちがいたという私の夢が覚めるだけの話なのだ。
How simply awakened from my dream in which I have 4 failures for
お
children.
前たちにとって
To all of you, what will occur now before your very eyes do not seem like a dream, an illusion, an unearthly world that defies
あるい
understanding.
はこの世のものと思えぬ理解に及ばぬ世界だろう。しかしそれこそが我が現実。
But that is so is my reality. Now I finally wave right from the useless dream that all of you are.
今こそようやく覚めるのだ。 さあ、もうゲームは始まっているぞ。
Come! The game has already begun.
これだけ
With this many of you here, I already know whose life I should take first.
命を奪えばいいものやら。さらばだ、出来の悪き息子たちよ。
Goodbye, my bungling sons and daughters!
そして生
And for the
涯で
final and only time in your lives, you have
そ
used
し
me
て最
for
後
my
私の
ritual!
儀式のために役に立て。いでよ、ペンドラゴンの記念兵たちよ。
Arise, 10 Dragon Memorial troops! Wait, no. He's just taking out fucking guns again! It's the guns! Oh, fuck! Well, it's time for the shootings to begin. As Kenzo raised his arms high like an opera singer and yelled those words as though towards a packed audience, all the servants took out fucking Gatling guns. The air shattered like glass and the figures of the people who had been invited to this island appear regardless.
Siesta 45, ここに
Chester 45, right here.
Siesta 41
Chester 410, right here.
シエスタ00ここに
Chester 00, right here, sir. Why do we have fucking... Why the fuck? Why do we have the edgy version? A weapon of scissors cavalry which serves Pendragon. 00 has the position of their calm composed leader. However, that is merely the role that was sought of her. Her true self is far more of a weakling. I don't know enough about guns. What kind of gun is she? Double O excels in reconnaissance and as a vanguard has numerous power to bring the enemy under control during encounters. However, excessive power level has been criticized as inhumane. Oh! Buckshot. Thank you. Rush. Not a spoiler when I understand their guns. It is not rare for it to be lynched and abused upon surrendering on the battlefield, as one eye tells of this without words. Same stuff as usual for these ones. Also, yes. If there's 3 guns, I suppose 3 of the servants are... Ah. Yeah, that would fit. Genji. So that means that our deaths this time around for the first night are 1. No, we have way too many people here. Huh. I guess that means we got some complacent people this time around. 3 girls with bizarre forms suddenly appeared behind Kinzo. Where from? When? Who? Who are they? Humans were thrown off balance and minds went blank. Because they waste time with such thoughts, they lost their chance to survive. I grant you permission to shoot 6 people to death! You have free choice of targets! Begin attacking! Unrestricted firing, understood, sir. Thank you for the good targets. Audience, commence unrestricted firing. As 410 scratched the air with her finger, a gold bow appeared in empty space and string was pulled back. The own arrow that had been ready was fired off without any hesitation. Flew around the room, leaving haphazard gold trails everywhere. And from among those sitting at the table with the family comrades, it chose Natsuki and polarized the left half of her face. Wow, that's fucking horrific. Flesh and deep red blood splattered all around, leaving a massive amount of deep red splatter marks on the relatives' faces in the pure white tablecloth. There was silence. Despite the massive number of deep red splotches left on the tablecloth, even still, no one could understand why Natsuki's head was half smashed, nor why she was shaking her head as though she had dozed off in her chair. They watched these events in silence. Those sitting on the right side from Natsu were silent for a relatively long time. Those sitting on your left side were not. Because the people sitting on that side have been shown that her head had been smashed open like a watermelon or a pomegranate, and could even see inside her. Wow, that's fucking horrific. Natsui? Wow, that's one. Natsui, I see. Unlock this woman to the end. Next! Double firing. The same way, Double scratched the empty air to ready your bow and fired. Just like an arrow 410 had released, it flew around and around at high speed, drawing a convoluted trail, after which, as he looked at Natsuki in shock, it smashed half Rudolph's head in the same way, killing him instantly. This time, everyone did not stop thinking altogether. They realized that a terrible murder had been carried out right in front of them, according to Kinzo's words. As they understood that Kinzo would probably kill again. Did I know there's an ongoing Higurashi mobile game? What the fuck? Don't they have a relatively small cast? How the fuck do you make a mobile game out of that shit? Is it like Dice or some shit? Joe's screams burst out. Even now, they still don't know what to do. So they can only keep screaming and flapping their wide open mouths like goldfish. Father? What do you think you're doing? You're out! Hurry up and run! As Eva asked Kinzo that in total shock, Yoshi, who had come to senses the original chair faster than anyone else, pulled at her arm from behind. However, merciless fate's choice of the third fact phrase was Hideyoshi. Just like the two before him, only half of Hideyoshi's head was neatly smashed. On the right side of his head, which happened to be facing the direction at the time, was blown away, chunks of its contents thrown around like a watermelon or a pomegranate. Why are you using that again? Oh, so it's Kinzo's fault that Beatrice has such fucking weird metaphors. Okay, that makes sense. So, still holding Eva, Hideyoshi toppled backwards and fell down. There's like 30 Higurashi characters in the console arcs. Oh shit, that's a lot. Still held by her beloved husband, Eva fell over backwards with him. Also, Gatsu means variant units. Oh, okay. Honey? Honey! Yeah, I can't scream like that. Eva screamed. And who could blame her? The face she had been looking for had been half lost. And the crushed skull and the squelchy exposed brain, the crushed jaw were all bare.
45着弾命中
45! Impact on target! Spectacular! Fire again! Also, the gun crossover the Umineko, Simple Gear, School Days, Hello Kitty, Hello Kitty? Hello fucking Kitty, what? I know that's big in Japan, but what? Father! What are you doing? There was vote for it had a fucking crossover with PUBG. What fucking characters are there in PUBG to cross over with? What? What the fuck? Kraus stood up forcefully and was about to rush Kinzo when Double O blocked him. Despite her slim-looking body, she held back Kraus's body with just the palm of her right hand. Still tried to resist and attack Kinzo. Tsunobu lifted Kraus up by the collar and twisted into his Adam's apple with her thumb. It seemed very painful and Kraus was overcome with agony. No, Umineko characters got put in PUBG, not the other way around. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, low quality close-up res. Everyone run! Get the police! Emergency services! Quickly! Everyone, let's escape! Escape! Hunter's sharp words finally broke the spell that had been holding them down in their chairs. As Goten and Kumasawa made a mad scramble to escape from the dining hall. 410 teleported into that spot, blocking the way. You showed us slow, ne? Do you think I'd let you escape, ne? Three guns, three servants are gonna be left alive. Wow, what a shocker. This is what I get for being Beatrice for a bit! Help me! Goda-san, duck. At the sound of Kirei's sharp voice, Goda, in a state of complete confusion, ducked. Then, a burst of air rushed above his head. Kirei swung a chair, made Kirei had taken a big swing with the chair to mow 410 down. But 410, still wearing a contemptuous expression, easily caught the wildly swung chair with one hand. You're a scary woman, yeah? You really want to follow your husband that bad, yeah? In the sleeve of the arm that she had used to catch a chair, something like a shining golden snake appeared. Cord stuff around the chair with a huge crunch bursting into splinters. Super Heroine Chronicles and SRW. Why are you giving me all this interesting stuff? This is all very interesting things you're talking about, and it's just fucking making me go, ooh, ah, yeesh. Oh, fuck, zero. Oh my god, that looks fucking... Shit! What the fuck kind of game is this? It's on the PlayStation? Oh fuck! It's probably not got an English release, does it? Does it have an English translation? Ooh! Questions for me to never find out, I guess. There's a fearsome power stronger than any vice. When Kirei realized that being in front of her, which looked like a girl, was actually a being that surpassed human knowledge and which a human could not even begin to oppose, her head was filled with a great alarm bell that welled up from inside her. Even the scene like this before them, Genji, Shannon, and Cannon, the servants bring to where the one-winged angel can you stand calmly, attention by the wall. That's a fucking lie. They're doing the shooting here. Making them look very bizarre and eerie. It was on the PS3 and Vita, so that already tells you enough on its own. Yes! Why the PS3? That shit's hard. I mean, the Vita... The Vita is a bit more possible, frankly. Yeah, the Vita version is probably the version that's playable, and because otherwise you gotta fucking deal with other shits. For instance, Kiri thought that the source of the communists was that they were with the enemy and had been guaranteed that they wouldn't be killed. I know seriously thought that thing. Genji's face was blown away before her eyes. Genji-san?
45着弾命中
45, impact on target. Oh, Genji. That is unfortunate.
安らかに眠れ我が友よ
Rest in peace, my friend. Your death will not be
私は無駄
wasted.
にはならぬぞ 我が愛しき魔女復活の
To become the 13 keys essential to this resurrection, my beloved witch.
なるのだから
The half of Genji's exchange with the rain was as different as ever. He tilted, found a heap, and sent a blood red splatter across the floor.
ケンジ様
Genji-sama?
僕たちなんて
We're nothing more than the
所
witch's
詮は魔女
pieces.
の駒なんだ
Okay, but we have a lot of witches now, canon, so what the fuck do you mean?
所詮
Nothing more. Nothing more. From the meek and frustrated, no, resigned expression on Shannon Ken's face, couldn't feel any naive expectation that they would be saved. That's right. And it was, in the true sense, carrying out these murders at random. It does not look like it has an English translation at last. Well, I learned Japanese. Did I become fluent in Japanese in 6 years? Probably if I really tried. But it's me, so no. In the true sense, he was killing like it was a game to see who would be saved and who would be killed. There's a niche inside a niche inside a niche. Yes. Fucking stuff. Alright then. Who will go for next, me? Warten looked at Kiri for a second. In that saying, Kiri prepared for her own death. Wasn't she ready to go in bow in midair? Warten looked at someone else over Kiri's shoulder. So ashamed as it was, Kiri sensed that she had been saved. Again, an ugly sound, something cracking and exploding, rang throughout the room. Who was it this time? When Kiri turned in the direction of the sound, she saw Eva collapse into her husband's chest, gushing blood like a fountain. Of course, her face was half a smash just like her husband's. Warten mercilessly targeted Eva, she clung to her husband's body, sobbing. Let's see, who do we have so far who's dead? I need to count again. Hideyoshi... Hideyoshi, Natsuhi, Genji, Eva... Okay, so that's 4 people so far, I think? Let go of Nissan! Let go of Nissan! Just stop it, father! Just stop this brutality! Run, Rosa! Rosa's protestations weren't reaching Kinzo as he continued to laugh loudly in the blood-splattered dining hall. Natsuki, Rudolph, Hideyoshi... Oh yeah, Rudolph died. Easy to forget that. Okay, so one more person needs to die. How the fuck is this game gonna... How the fuck is this episode gonna go ahead when people know what the fuck happened? Or when this many people know what the fuck happened, at least. Nor received a lesson, tries his pain as 00, lifted him up by the collar. Zoro had no choice but use force. Raised one of the chairs, he sized her over her head and gave a warning. Father, I'll order her to let go of Nissan. Just make them stop all of this. I think not. That's what you are. They're preventing using your own power. Better path open for your own fate with your own hands. You always hid behind the backs of others in fear. Show me that vomit of self-mastery that dwells within you. Father? Ah! Oh my god, her psycho nature is finally coming in handy. Let's go for once, Rosa. Beat someone up. The chair that Rosa lived overhead, swung down at her father, who reigned as a terror symbol for her entire life. It was a grace and final act of bravery and self-mastery in Rosa's life. His might have been right. She had grasped that courage much, much sooner. Her life might have been more free, unrestrained by anyone else. Then, a loud bursting sound. The sound rose a chair fiercely hitting Kenzo? It was not. Sail living out of the chair, she neatly lost half of her head and fell with a thud. Oso and crouched up with one hand. Bebo had stuck out her other hand towards Rosa. The Odin snake released from that arm had conjured Rosa into helix and shoot a hole through her head. Defensive firing. Apologies to this courtesy of a point-blank shot, sir. It matters not. This makes sense. Yes, Lord Goldsmith, sir. That makes sense. Declaring that with indifference, Double let go of Kraus, who she had been lifting up this whole time. Do we have any pairs of familiar figures in this room? Oh yeah, Shannon and Cannon here. They can kill themselves. So the side phrases of the first trial were Emma, Rudolph, Rosa, Natsu, Hideyoshi, and Genji. There's a massacre that happened in an instant. The interior of the dining hall was dirty with blood splatter. The 6 unlucky victims lay with their heads brutally exposed. Apparently, it was Kinder's abnormal laugh alone that I go in that abnormal space. Oh shit. The curtain has finally risen! It's the beginning of the ritual revive Beatrice! You lucky ones who meant to see the first twilight. Allow me to introduce you to my friends. Arise, my friend! Ronove! What the fuck? No, that ain't right. That ain't right at all. So does that mean Ronove is Genji? Good time to stop? Probably. I dislike it because I have a lot of questions, obviously, but it's not wrong. Genji's dead, so yeah, Rush, I know. That's why as I was speaking, I was thinking, what the fuck, that makes no sense. Just a dramatic point to pause. It is. You're not wrong. What is this first trophy? It's not an episode trophy, so what is this? Well, anyway. Thank you all for coming to today's live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. My brain is trying to break down into millions of pieces, it seems. But I'm gonna resist that, so that way we can stream tomorrow. And hopefully get somewhere and everything. And maybe in Super Robot Wars, when I don't talk about fucking Umineko for fucking 3 hours. Anyway, thank you all again for coming to today's live stream. If it's the first time coming, suggest you subscribe and you're supposed to when I'm streaming. If you have anything to comment, leave a comment down below. If you liked anything of my video, leave a like and share the video around with you. Everything might be interested. But until next time, when tomorrow is Robot and Witches, I'm gonna get up close. I'm gonna get quiet. And I'm gonna say bye.